Okay, we're going to continue on with some PayPal notes here. If you watched the last one, you saw how you set up your PayPal. You can monetize the different fields and stuff. So somehow you've charged for something, and now you need to see how that money came in. We're going to sit here and just take a look at some examples of what you could possibly see in your admin after somebody has done a PayPal. So you can see we have some things with different icons here under the status, and these things have little shopping carts. If I mouse over the shopping carts, it's going to pop up the cart for me. So here's somebody that did the silver package and all that kind of stuff. We mouse over, we see it's a booking package, silver package, that's $300, and we bought 7 of those red slushies at $3 a piece, so $321. It was paid by PayPal on January 7th at 3:57. So that gives us all the information we need on that individual. It's a green check mark. It says they bought something and it's paid for. Now, if we look at this next one down here, we can see we have a red, and if we mouse over it, it says unpaid. So here's $212 that's unpaid. This is somebody that did a bronze package, and they also did a bronze package for $200 and 4 slushies, but they never paid for it. So, for some reason, they bailed as they were going through the PayPal experience. They decided not to put in their credit card or whatever. We're still going to give you this information, because then, if you put your mouse over here, you get their email address and their phone number, and you can call these people up or send them an email and say, hey, was there some problem with what went on? So what can we do? And maybe they lost their credit card, couldn't find it on the spot or whatever. But we're going to leave that information there, but we're going to mark it so you know that it's not paid. Now, let's suppose you call this person and he goes, yeah, I didn't have my credit card on me, and it took me too long to find it, and I just went away and I forgot to go back. Well, you can pay it on the spot. You can go down here and you can mark as paid. So you get his credit card over the phone, and then you click on that. Are you sure you want to mark this as paid? And you say yes, okay. So now that shifted everything here. But now if we go back and take a look, here he is, and it says paid by admin, $212, and this is it dates and times it for exactly when I clicked paid on that one. So there's one I marked paid by admin. This is one you can see was marked paid by PayPal. So here's one that's not paid, and then we decide maybe we call this person. He's like, no, I don't want to do this, sorry. So I'm going to click on his pencil here, scroll on down, and we're going to delete this record. Are you sure? Yeah. So when we sit there and decide that we don't want that record, what ends up happening is it gives them a little Ghostbuster sign here. So that is a canceled. So we can see what the order was, but that was canceled by admin. Now, if you have a change, let's suppose somebody does something, they go in and they do an order, and it's paid by PayPal, but then they go in and they modify it. We want to track what their original purchase was and how much they paid and when it was paid and how it was paid, but then also what they've changed it to, and we're going to give you this icon here, and it's changed payable. So here is $145. Let's take a look. What ended up happening here is we were running a deal where he could buy 2 cases of ammo for $145, and he paid for that. Then he came back and changed his thing to where he didn't want to do that, which means we owe the customer $145. He no longer has, he says he no longer wants that paint. We do not do any refunds from the Vantora system. If you set up your policies to say, hey, if you cancel so many days in advance, then you can we will give you that credit or whatever the case is. You decide to do that. If you want to refund the money, you do it either in cash and store credit, with PayPal, however you want. But Vantora will not give your money back to the customer. We're going to get the money from the customer. How you handle refunds is going to be up to you and the customer. So there's a quick look at how things work in here. You can have these different icons of what's happened, and it'll help you track everything that's going on. Don't forget, you can always use admin notes, put things down here too. So if you want to add additional notes, like he paid half with a credit card and did this or did that, whatever. Make sure that you just document anytime you're taking people's money or giving people's money back so you know what the story is. And watch your unpaids as they come in. Give these people a call. I had 4 of them this morning that were unpaid for some reservations, and I called them up and was able to convert 2 of them. They got worried about how much the total cost would be and how many more paintballs they'd need, and whether or not they could bring in pizzas, questions that they had, that they decided, I'm not going to go through with this reservation yet till I have these answers, and so they left it hanging. I might have never seen that customer again, but by grabbing that data, we're going to grab it for you even if they don't pay, because that is a very good potential customer for you. It's worth your time to call them up in order to seal the deal. This will give you all the icons to show who's doing what. We're going to add filters to this, so you'll be able to filter only show me paid, only show me unpaid, only show me canceled. You'll see down at the very, very bottom here, it'll give you the totals for any given period in how many are paid and how many are unpaid and what your totals are. So you can see here that we have 417 booked in here, but we have 167 that started to book and for whatever reason bailed. And we'll be able to filter on all this in a little bit. So there's an overview of what happens in the back end in your admin panel for your Vantora system when you're looking at the invoices and the PayPal. Good to note also that the customer will see virtually the same type thing in his emails. So when they get emails in, there's going to be a let me change that. There's going to be a little icon at the bottom which will give them this same cart at the bottom of their email, so they know how much they paid and what they bought on the last time. That will come in the confirmation email for them. Okay, till next time.